Hi everyone, it's Jess. Today I'm going to show you some cool ways to personalize your stationery if you are a fan of writing letters or if you like having pen pals. So I'm going to show you 3 ways to personalize your cards and then 3 to personalize your envelopes. I'm super excited for this because this is one of my passions, one of my favorite hobbies, and I can't wait to show you what I like to do. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips for writing letters and having pen pals, and I'm also going to leave a couple links in the description for the types of pens that I use because I love my pens, and I just want to share that info with you guys. Okay guys, so the first way I'm going to personalize this little card is very simple. I just have a generic card. It's just from the stationery section in Walmart. It's a cute vintage print. But although this is cute, it needs some spice. So we're going to jazz this up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to personalize this with my pen pal's name. And I'm going to be using a calligraphy pen. I have 2 different calligraphy pens. One has a longer tip and one is shorter for just the different kind of calligraphy that I like to do. I'm not even a professional at calligraphy, guys, but I try my best. Today I'm going to be using the bigger tipped one. I think I drew on myself, wow. I'm just going to write my friend's name. I'm going to put it in time lapse for you guys. Just watch closely. Guys, we're finished. It's just really simple and cute, and I absolutely love doing calligraphy. I'm no professional. I never took actual lessons, just watched a couple YouTube videos and learned from some friends. But it's just really simplistic and it's really cute on the vintage print. So that's a really awesome way to personalize your letters. So on the inside, since blank space is sometimes boring, we're going to add some outlining and some bordering. So there's a bunch of outlining you could do. Some simple ones, you could just trace like a rectangle on just like the inside of your page, or you could do like a little heart at each corner and then draw a line from each heart. You could do vines or leaves. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that would be cute. Okay guys, so I am done with the bordering. It took a lot longer than I thought, but it was a lot of little leaves. But it's really cute. It kind of reminds me of like an olive branch. So now we have the name on the front and also some really cute bordering on the inside, which I love. And I think this is all I'm going to do for this letter. Now I'm going to write the letter. Okay, so I'm done writing my letter. In the last letter that this pen pal sent me, she actually sent me some embroidery floss, and I actually love getting like little cute things like that in letters, so I thought I could send her something cute. I have a little collection of stickers up here. Not sure which one she'll like, but we can pick some out. Oh, I do have a lot of stickers. Let's see. So we got stickers here, and we also have this pretty cool little thingy. It's like a hole punch, and it punches out little tiny like cute tags. So we could do some of those, and you can just write some inspirational stuff on there, maybe some really kind comments. So let's do some of those. Okay, so I picked my sticker and I did my little hole punch. I just made 2 cute little orange tags. It kind of goes with the cover of the letter, like a little bit orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of 2 things on here to write, and I'm actually going to use my calligraphy pen. There. These are pretty small, so I hope they don't get lost. But I'm also going to put this "Your word is a lamp to my feet" sticker. Hopefully she'll like that. And I'm just going to stick it right in the letter. Close it up. And if you're ever putting little loose pieces of paper in your letters, stick the letter inside the envelope upside down so that when they take out the letter, it doesn't fall out everywhere. Just going to shut this. Now for the cover of this letter, I'm going really simple. I'm just going to do kind of a little box design around her name and address, and then we can move on to the next letter. This is the box I'm going to do around her address, and I'm just going to put my address up here. And also, while I have you, I'm going to put on a cute garden stamp. We're going to pick something with pinks and purples since I used pink in her address. Okay, next what we're going to do is a pretty simple DIY. I just have a cute vintage, again, card. And I'm going to personalize it by taking this picture and cutting it a little smaller. And we're just going to put it on the top of this letter, and then I can write the letter down here. All you're going to need for this is a small glue stick, or you could use hot glue, any kind of glue really, a picture, a card, and of course a pencil for writing your letter. Now that my picture's cut out, I'm just going to glue it to the top of the card. So if your glue is not that great and you need some extra help to help it stick, you can use washi tape. I have 4 choices here, and I think the best one is going to be this stripey one. It's pretty cute. I'm just going to put some on the edges. It's also going to make it look really customized also and really cute. Just right on the edges, and this will definitely help it stay on better in case the mailman's rough with it or something. Just like that. And after this, you can go ahead and write your letter. Okay, my letter is written. Just going to stick it in the envelope, and we will add some cute decorations to the outside of this envelope. The outside, actually, instead of decorations, I'm going to do some calligraphy work. So I'll let you guys see a little bit of that. This is all I'm going to do for now. This is what I'm going to do for the name. I'm not going to do calligraphy for the address because sometimes it's not very legible, so I'm just going to do print for the address. I'm just going to add some hearts in the corners to make it extra cute. There. Some simple hearts in the bottom corners. And even though this seems like just a small detail, it's really special to the person receiving it. So the next thing we're going to do is actually a really cool and bright one. It's actually one of my favorites. So today we are going to be doing on this envelope highlighting. So what I like to do is take a sticky note and place it right in the middle of my envelope, because this is where the address is going to go and we just want to highlight around it. So this protects that space. And for the return address, we're just going to do it on the back so we don't have to mess with the front. So we're just going to do this, and I will show you the technique I use to highlight across my envelope. These are my highlighters. These are actually Bible safe highlighters. That's all I have right now. But if you would like to find these and buy these, I will give you the link to these on Amazon in the description. And let's get started. So the envelope came out a little more muddled than I expected. It kind of turned brownish like where they mixed, but I think it's still pretty, so I'm just going to peel this off. Oh, isn't that so cool? I used a bunch of neon colors, so it's really bright and fun. And if you do this, sometimes you'll notice like a little, like an outline right there. You can just scrape that up with your nail, especially if you're using wax highlighters. But if not, you might not have any hope, but it's okay. Nobody cares. So I'm just going to put my return address on the back, and I'm going to put this address on the front. And on the inside of this envelope, it's not as cute as the other ones, so I'm going to kind of give it an upgrade. I'm just going to give it a border on the inside by using washi tape, and I'm trying to think of what would go with the highlighting. I'm thinking the most neutral is the gingham, so I'm just going to use that. So guess what, guys? My tape ran out. I'm just going to do one side. It's actually kind of cute, so that's how I'm going to leave it. And so now we have the highlighting in our card. Okay, guys, that is it for all the creative tips I'm going to give you for personalizing your letters and envelopes. But now I'm going to give you some pen paling and letter writing tips. So, tip number 1, find pen pals. Ask around, ask your friends. Some people don't like writing, so don't be disappointed if you find some people that don't like writing. But there will always be someone who will write, and especially if you're at different events, ask around if you meet some people, because it's really cool to have pen pals from faraway places. Tip number 2, careful that your handwriting on the outside of your envelope is legible, because nothing is more disappointing than getting a letter returned because the postman couldn't understand your handwriting. So be careful of that. Tip number 3, it's fun to get stuff in letters, so get creative. Send what you would like to receive. Like I showed you earlier, stickers, tags, confetti is awesome. Do that, guys. Tip number 4, do not be disappointed if you're into writing companies, do not be disappointed if a company does not write back. Some companies are very busy, some don't have people at the office, especially right now during this time, and some just don't reply. So don't be disappointed. Keep trying. Sometimes I have to... Oh, this leads right into the 5th tip. 5. Find the right companies if you're into writing companies. Sometimes I have to go to several websites to find a website to a specific headquarters. And if a website looks sketchy, don't use that address, because one time I tried to write to the Oreo company and I wrote to a bank. So I obviously did not have the right address. So make sure it's a trustworthy website, especially if it's that business's website, it's probably a good address. But if it's just a random address that you find, don't use it. So that is all the tips that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys can go get creative and find some pen pals and have legible handwriting and have fun with all these DIYs that I showed you, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Get to writing. Bye. See you next time.